looking sharp, and he plays in typical quietly, knight of 3, G3. He doesn't want to win in the opening, he wants to get his pieces out, get some nice jam, double fianchetto, and then outplay the opponent.
Yeah, he likes to play slow chess, build up the pressure, also keep enough tension. He does not shy away from playing really complex middle game positions with little time on the clock. Yeah, so that's basically also the reason why he simply plays this kind of middle game positions with all the pieces on the board, quite little games.
Do you get a middle game here? Maxime can take on e4 and we're already almost in endgame. Artemiev probably had 800 blitz games in this position, he probably knows what he's doing. It doesn't look very scary for black to me.
Yeah, not at all, but
he's begging for d takes.
Yeah, it never looks scary against Artemiev, but he
Still
slowly...
it is, yeah?
Exactly, yeah, he slowly then outplays the opponent. Yeah, takes, again inviting the endgame. It looks like, wow, what is it? But be careful, because the pawn on c7...
No, but bishop g4. I played bishop g4 directly.
Yeah, he did not want to take. Yeah, now the big question also, how do you deal with white? Yeah, it's a little bit awkward with the queen on d1. Any kind of bishop e3 can be met by knight d4.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. He could have taken on d1 first to make sure white recaptures with the e rook. Is bishop g5 or still knight d4?
Just keeping the symmetry, knight d4, knight d5, then f6 is kind of forced, yeah?
Yeah, then bishop e3, like he goes bishop e3 directly. So knight d4, what does he want to take? Knight d4 played. Typical pin, you can't go h3 or it would cost a pawn. Maybe you can h3, knight f3, bishop f3. Bishop takes h3, but it would be a pawn.
Yeah, it's kind of strange, but I also feel, look at this, Artemiev is treating it very slowly. I would argue that if you already go for this line, you better know what you are doing, or don't go for it at all. And he goes for h3, sacrifice.
So what's going on? Knight takes, bishop takes the pawn. Then what? Is there some bishop c5 business, or what's it?
Maybe bishop c5, also somewhere some g4, yeah, he might be combining ideas, trying to trap that bishop. But are we really trapping it? Okay, interesting. Now let's take a look. Will Maxime capture the point? It would be very principled. On the other hand, he might be feeling that there are too many tactical nuances there.
He's a principled guy, he likes pawns. He just took a pawn away from Magnus. It can be taken.
Yeah, but that was kind of clear that it was a free pawn. Here the opponent is deliberately sacrificing it. Can he also capture on... Ah, but look at this, takes, then queen takes d1 could be very natural, yeah? Then we are forcing white to recapture with the bishop to d1.
Yes. Then you want to take on h3, yeah? He takes, bishop takes.
And now is the question.
He does take the pawn.
And he takes on h3 immediately, wow, okay. Fearless Maxime.
What Artemiev has in mind, pawn to g4, trying to lock that bishop up, but can be freed with h5 or f5 if need be.
Exactly, okay. My intuition was that if we trade queens, then after g4, f5, maybe he takes f5 and eventually the b7 pawn is hanging and damaging the pawn structure, but at the same time black will get a lot of activity, so difficult to really precisely evaluate the consequences.
Yeah. And there's no time. 3+2. You don't have time to calculate very deeply in the opening. You'll be down to the 2 seconds increment so quickly. Both sides down to a minute. And queens are exchanged. Queen takes d8. Rook f takes d8. And I guess still g4. If not, black goes bishop e6 in your opponent.
Yes, exactly. g4, f5 on the board. Alright, yeah, so black is, yeah, black is breaking out of this trap bishop situation. On the other hand, eventually after, yeah, takes, And how will Artemiev? Will he play king h2? It's also a possibility. Bishop g4, then we would take king g3, h5, rook h1, and try to collect the pawn like this.
Possible. Or bishop g5, exchange as much as you can. Rook d7, take on e7, take on f5, take on b7. Bishop e4, try to stabilize. No, but king h2, you called it.
Yeah, I was very happy when I spotted it, because before I automatically thought like e takes f5 will be the move, but no, king h2 makes a lot of sense.
Flanker's choice, bishop g4 or f takes e4. f4 you can't do, then bishop c5. Goes f takes e. Bishop takes, bishop back. Looks very solid, bishop takes b7, rook b8, and you target b2.
Yes, I don't really want to touch that b7 pawn. Quick question, can we try to activate the rook by the g file with rook g1, but no, he goes for takes.
Bishop back. And
he's
yes,
aiming
rook
at the
takes b2,
a7.
bishop a7.
Yeah.
You have a nice little a pawn.
Okay, you have a nice a pawn, but Artemiev has only 16 seconds for the remaining of the game. Scary.
There's only 7 seconds needed to get to a8. a4, a5, a6, a7, a8.
Yeah, bishop a6, typical Maxime going for counterplay.
So bishop d2 is there. Bishop e3.
Yeah, bishop e3, making sure that things have clarified. On the other hand, without the dark square bishop, the a pawn doesn't look so frightening. Yeah, bishop f5 going for the bishop trade. Artemiev needs to pay attention to the clock.
But whenever I see his games, he's down to final seconds and then he makes 50 good moves. He doesn't panic about it, you know. Some exchanges made here.
That's the key, but okay, this is very drawish. On the other hand, okay, if white stabilizes, he might still have a little chance, little hope of... okay.
Maxime doesn't allow any stability. White is still far up, no? Rook c5, what's going on?
Yes. There is still some pressure on black.
Rook g1.
Maybe we should zoom in, because we might be missing out on some action.
Maxime got his pawn back finally. Artemiev still has the nice and passed pawn, but it doesn't look like he's winning. Maxime is bringing the king. Stop
yeah,
it.
black has perfect harmony. Draw agreed.
Draw.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
Good
Big fight.
defensive effort. Magnus has won in the meantime against Alexei Sarana.